I'm so glad I checked my audio settings. Um, but we're live. We're playing Bant Eldrazi against a black-white discard deck. I'm going to go ahead and take two here and then just start smushing. White, blue, black, colorless, colorless. Smush. Smusher number one. And any removal smell on Smusher is a 2-for-1. This has ward ish. It's the precursor to ward whenever it's targeted by a spell. Rude! It, it, um, Triggered abilities don't activate. It's not actually ward. So I apologize about the first half hour of stream being quiet when Moto crashed. I turned off my microphone and forgot to turn it back on again. Two for one. 2-for-1. What are we discarding? What are we discarding? Swamp? All right, fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yep. Let's contort the bat. Mostly because that flies, and my only flying blocker is mana chickens, and I need them for mana. All right. We get to start playing spells, I guess, maybe. Hopefully, possibly. What do we got? Novice Inspector. All right, that's fine. Just trying to save life, I guess, by filtering it through the Fetid Heath instead of tapping the caves. Okay. Vindicating the Sanctum of Ugin is fine. Stone Rain is okay. I have mana chickens. And I'm going to put 2 permanents into play next turn. Let's start with Invasion of Ixalan. Let's see what we got. I'll take a Smusher for next turn. Eldrazi seems okay. Let's tap that, add a green, play another blocker. Ugh. Sure. I'm okay with this. This is fine. Land? Okay. Cool. Alright. Even if the board gets wrapped, I get to hopefully draw land and play a smusher. If it doesn't get wrapped, we're slamming smusher. Alright. Alright. That one, that one. All of you tap for blue. There. Smush. 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 No blocks for my opponent. Going to 4. Definitely needs a wrath. They have a couple of redraws. I have plenty of sacrifice fodder if necessary. Timeless Dragon. Well, that's kind of rude. I do have blockers for that, so it's not like the end of the world. I mean, you know. It's white mana, colorless, colorless. Let's blink this Timeless Dragon. Yep. All right. So that was round number 1. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick deck tech here. So, in case y'all weren't playing Magic in the summer of, or sorry, in the winter of, I don't remember when Oath of the Gatewatch came out. But during Oath of the Gatewatch winter, this is a very similar to the Bant Eldrazi aggro deck that got Ayavugan banned in Modern. This is also similar to the standard Emerge deck from Shadows over Innistrad. We are playing Penny Dreadful, so every one of these cards is under 2 cents. We're playing mana chickens and mana trees to help ramp to our spells and fix our colors a little bit. Matter Reshaper for card advantage. Commune with Nature and Invasion of Ixalan to help find our creatures and lands. Smusher, all hail the Smusher. Drowner of Hope to help control creature boards. Knight of Autumn for random artifacts and enchantments and some life gain against the burn decks. Sky Spawner Flies. Elder Deep Fiend is just a banger of a Magic card and sometimes is a really good time walk. Our sideboard has a bunch of good cards in it. We have Spatial Contortion and Cataclysmic Gearhulk for the aggro decks, Venser for the control decks, and to remove problem permanents if we need it. Distended Mindbender for the combo decks. It rips 2 cards out of your opponent's hand most of the time. We're also playing Cease and Desist. which is for the graveyard decks and the artifact and or enchantment decks. And it's basically just a aggro tempo deck. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. Let's see if we can get another match in real quick. In the meantime, let's do do do. Let's open up Firefox and I can go ahead and explain what Penny Dreadful is real quick. For those of you that are uninitiated, it is very similar to the Pauper format, except you get to play with a bunch of different magic cards. It's a strictly Magic Online format, and it's super cheap. Like every card, 1 week after a new standard set release, they go through every card created on in the game, and anyone that is listed for 2 cents or less is legal in the format. The next rotation is April 26th. You can sign up for a league at any time. I have to report my match. All right. I will do that after this. This hand is fine, I guess. It does have a turn 1 birds if I want it, but I'm going to keep it. We're on the draw. So they play a Flooded Grove to start. So I think I can play. Oh, well, I'll just lead on Brushland then. I was going to play a Vinestalk on one, but I drew an untapped green source that didn't go away. Oh, my opponent's on mill. That's not great. All right. So I milled the forest. I'm okay with this. Oh, wait, no. Stop that. Sanctum of Ugin. Invasion of Ixalan. Let's get a Displacer in here. We can play that next turn and start the beats. We're gonna always yield to this Mesmeric Orb. Looks like they're playing blue-green mill, and they're holding up a counterspell, which is unfortunate because we don't have Cavernous Souls in this format. Milling lands is great. I'm all for milling lands. All right, let's do that. I will lead on Displacer. If this gets countered, it's fine. I don't mind. Yeah. So that's going to get milled. And then I can hopefully resolve this Matter Reshaper. And my opponent milled 2 lands. Ugh. Cool. More cards I didn't particularly want. Okay. All right. That's not great. I really need to stop with my Magic Online shortcuts. They're intentionally milling themselves. Why? What is the win here? I mean, you can play Fractured Sanity in this format. That's legal. All right. So let's do this. One, two, three. Do you resolve? No. Okay. Yup. All right. So I apologize for how boring this game is going to be. Um, because I think Drowned Secrets, yeah, they're just playing blue green mill. All right. So we're at 34 cards. I can attack with Vinestock and attack for 8. Right. Yeah. Blue, green. I don't have to cast spells. Make the mana chicken a 3/3, and this will be a 3-turn clock. We will be milling 7 cards, so 8 times 3 is 24. That's fine. Oh, okay. That's not great. All right, and we milled the um, Night of Autumn, which is one of our outs. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. 16. 18. Dead. Oh, wait, no. All right. Not doing anything and just attacking um, still wins, assuming no removal spells. Um, because it's 14 cards and then lethal. Okay. I just have to make it to my attack step. A third orb means I'm dead. All right. Blessing means they're never going to die. That's why they have green mana. Those get shuffled in. They're tapping a whole bunch of stuff. 3 mana. Do they die? Cast Fraying Sanity. Okay, so that means I would be dead on my turn, but instead I'm going to kill them. Who pivots? Who pivots? Unless they have like a pitch fog, which I don't think exists. Blue. All right, cool. I found the line. All right, so Venser is going to be important. EDF is not good here. Mindbender is a card we kind of want. Those are also kind of cards we want. On the draw, we can cut a land. Knight of Autumn's a good card. I don't think we need Displacer. Griner of Hope. I wanted to get rid of both of you. Alright. And then we can cut Displacer. Right? I lied. We don't want Venser. Let's put in a Gear Hulk and keep our land. Oh, wait, no. Cut 2 Displacers. There we go. I figured it out. I figured it out. I don't think Blue Green Mill's very popular. This is the first time I've seen this deck all season. Somebody can go through my backlog and correct me. All right. I mean, this hand is fine. I'm going to keep it. Mana Chicken would be great. No. All right. Let's play that on Eldrazi. Pass the turn. I can play a Caryatid next turn. And then a Sky Spawner the turn after that. Or I can just play lands and not worry about it. You know what? I am gonna play the Caryatid. Milling 2 cards isn't terrible. I do have a Gear Hulk for an extra um, for an extra orb. But if I can find my vine stock, I won't have to worry too much about anything. Fraying Sanity. Alright. So we'll be milling 4 cards this turn. Well, there goes Vinestock. Ice Bridge. Huh. So I want to mill 6 cards next turn. Yeah, that's probably fine. And then we can just attack with the 3/3 and not have to worry a whole lot about it. Mills Sanctum and Cease and Desist. That's rude. Alright, so we don't have to play another spell until we get a Cease and Desist. Or they play a second of either of those, because that's fine. It'll be 6 cards total. I did lose 1 smusher. And milling 2 cards a turn isn't terrible. I'm okay with that. What did I rip? Another land. So we have 2 or 3 vine stalks left, 3 smushers. Drown Secrets. Alright. Well, that was Vinestock I was looking for. Okay. That's fine. Ripped another Mindbender, which is not the card I was looking for. Um. Hmm, 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 hmm. So I'm gonna mill. How many cards have I milled? 2, 3. I'm gonna mill 6 next turn. Alright. I think Sky Spawner is going to be a card that I want to play. Because it doubles my clock. And if they go to early frost me again, I can blink it to add another 1/1. More removal spells. I don't like that. Alright, so they ripped a Guy's Blessing, which is fine. I'm gonna mill 6, 7 cards. They ripped 1 more. 14. Okay. So what's the plan, opponent? 4, 5. Yeah, sure. Cool. So I take 6, go to 8. I have 6 on board. 17 cards left. How many Reality Smashers? 1, 2, 3. I have 1 left. All right, so I have 17 cards. If I blink this twice, I think I have to. All right, so we have 1 Smusher left. And that will let me win the game. Yeah, they'll go to 1. No, I milled the Smusher. I don't have... Yeah, sure. Sure. That's fine. That's fine. I don't have... Oh, I did have an out? Did I have an out? 1, 2... No, I most certainly didn't have an out. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, dead. Concede. All right. So... I think we want these. I can cut these, wasting mana on non... all right, we'll keep one of those. Sort by mana value. So wasting mana on cards that don't do anything but move cards around is not what we need to do in this deck. We need to slam, or in this match, we need to slam an early mulligan. Fine. Bottom and Ice Bridge. Done. We need to slam a threat and ride that threat to victory. Playing an early Vinestalk is good. If I draw any of my mana acceleration, I will be super happy. No. Alright. It's fine. Sure. Alright. Yeah. Eldrazi. Okay. Just trying to sneak in threats under their counter spells. Always yield. That is the plan. A second orb. All right. Yeah, all of that is fine. Land. Attack. I am going to attempt to put Venser on the stack here. Because I can bounce this orb. Sure. That's fine. So one less counterspell I have to worry about. I do mill a bunch here. That's a pretty good draw. Bamboozle. Reveals the top four. Yeah, sure. Perfect. All right. Cool. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. Green, green, colorless, colorless, colorless. Blowing up 2 orbs is great here. Praying Sanity. Yeah, that's fine. Drawing the 8th land is perfect. Because it will allow me to hard cast a Distended Mindbender if I draw one. Do I have any left? 1, 2. I have 1 left and 1, 2 smushers. Target me. All right. Yep. Reveals birds, lands. All right. Yep. Sure. None of those are relevant. And what is it? Put them into the graveyard. What'd you put in the yard? Birds and Vinestock. Yep, seems reasonable. And the other 2 are going to go in the graveyard as well because of Fraying Sanity, and that's okay. Draw. Smusher. Smusher. You love to see it. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, my opponent's dead on board. They can't remove the Reality Smasher. Well, they have a really hard time removing the Reality Smasher. I have a land that can also swing for 5, so they're dead in a couple different ways. All right, we win the match. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we are 1-1. Really? Magic Online. Game history. Double check my audio. Yep, cool. Yeah, all right. Constructed. Let's go ahead and put up. Huh. Not there. So, doesn't have an active league, which is unfortunate. Um, and we're probably not going to finish this league today, but this will just give you a taste of what the format's about. And I will be live on Tuesday for the last week of Vintage Cube. Okay. I had to make sure that you guys were actually seeing gameplay and not just my pretty face. So, what do we got? What do we got? Is there anybody? Anybody playing? All right. Let's pop in here and take a look at another game while we are waiting. Looks like Post versus Fishies. That's a Sylvan Library. Gonna get attacked for 4. Pressuring the player with the Sylvan Library is always one of the best. That's a Mirror Regery. All right, so swing for 6. That's a hefty life total swing. So we have the Sylvan Library has been activated. You're not going to pay life versus the aggro deck, really. Slaver combo, Spelunking. All right, so that'll probably draw and put a land into play. Yeah. All right, so it looks like we're blue-green Post, which is probably a Slaver Lock combo deck. Um, And Mirror Reader is a sweet, sweet magic card. Whenever you cast a Merfolk spell, you get to tap or untap target permanent. What this does is it allows Merfolk spells to be cheaper or tap down like your opponent's lands or creatures in the way. I apologize for the very loud street sweeper. Are we still waiting? Yes, we are. And this game looks like it's kind of over. Gonna have to come up with uh, 6, 7, 8, 11, assuming no second Lord. You'd have to come up with like a sweeper. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So that was that match. Let's we're waiting. We're waiting. We might get one of those. Oh, well, I'm going to let's see how the Eldrazi do against Post here. All right, leave. We don't need to double queue. Double queuing is not great. All right, we're on the play. Turn 1 mana dork into, yeah, sure, this is probably fine. Mana Dorkos. Free drop? No. All right, so let's do this. See what we see. We're nowhere near Spaghetti Monster, so do that. We'd only have 5 mana. If I had found a Smusher, it'd be great. My birds get turned off. I'm going to be very upset. Oh, this might be Fires. Drawing land there wasn't fantastic, but all right, activating Shigeki, revealing they are Slaver combo, but their lands hurt them. And they move to discard, discarding Slaver and a Mirror Shell Crab. All right, let's name Eldrazi. So we can fire up the Vinestock. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I'm going to fire up the Vinestock. Blue, green, colorless, colorless, colorless. While my opponent's tapped out, I'm going to no, stop it. Attack my opponent for 3 and put a Regisaur into play. And then that attacks for a whole lot next turn. Sad robot. Okay. So I can 5, 8, 12, or I can attack for 15 actually. Yeah. All right, so we'll do that. Green, colorless, colorless, activate, move to combat, attack with everything, make this a 3/3. And the Vinestock tramples, and they could block the Matter Reshaper to go to 2. So I think yeah, I mean, I think we're okay. If I was gonna do anything, I would take these out and put in Venser because they're very much a combo deck. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that and put in Vensers. And hopefully this hand is kind of slow and it needs everything into a no-lander. It's great. We're going to go to 5 into, I mean, I guess we need to draw. No, we can't even cast the spells we have. All right. Guess I'm going to 4. All right, this is the best hand. So put you on the bottom. You and you. Done. All right, so this game is probably not going to work out well for us. Drawing the tap land there is fantastic because we didn't have a play on one. And then next turn we can go Caryatid. And then depending on what we draw, we can either cast a 3-drop, play a tap land, cast this invasion to find a creature, play a tap land. Oh, so we can cast 3 or 4 drops, another 2-drop if we draw it. Ratchet Bomb. Well, that's not great. All right, so drawing that was not good. Let's play the invasion. Eldrazi Displacer seems pretty reasonable. It was the only creature there that could actually do anything. They can put Ratchet Bomb up to 2, but that would take care of or get rid of their Sylvan library, which isn't great. But it would also wipe our board, but we have all of the lands in the world. So that's probably not a good idea. They're trying to figure out how to tap Flooded Grove for mana. Oracle of Moldiah. Okay, that's fine. Spelunking on top. That's not great. Uh, EDF. Yeah. Yeah. Let's play a plains and pass. And in their upkeep, I'm going to EDF them. I gotta tap you for mana. Because additional costs and such. So let's time walk our opponent and put a 5/6 into play. And it's an 8 drop, so it's going to take forever for this Ratchet Bomb to go off. And of course, they top deck a Cloud Post. So they drew Academy Ruins and something else. Flooded Grove, I guess. Yeah. All right. So they play 2 lands off the top. Which is fine. Oof. Oh, well, okay. I guess we get to do it again next turn. Attack for 5. Play an Eldrazi Displacer. Yep. Perfectly reasonable. All right, and in their upkeep, gonna do it again. All of these cards add blue. Tap all of your colored mana sources. Squids. Octopi. Octopi. Am I getting countered? Am I getting countered? Would be very unfortunate. Looks like a logic knot. Stroke of genius. Drawing a bunch of lands. Sure. I mean, that's fine. And drawing the top 5 cards of their deck were lands. I don't know how that's going to help. Second 2 cloud posts is fine. Blows up the Displacer. I mean, Magic cards. Love me some Magic cards. attack. All right, so they have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. All right. So that's technically enough for a loop, but I can counter. I can counter the Hey Gaston, what's up? I can counter the Mindslaver. What was the other card they drew? Oh, Prism. All right. And they put back 2 cards. I assume one's a land. Playing lands from hand. Not drawing cards with the Oracle. That is a whole lot of mana. All right. So there's Slaver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So we don't just lose. If they have a counterspell, I'm going to be real sad. But I haven't seen a counterspell. Okay. So we have 1 turn to either draw another Venser. All right, so we have 1 turn. We have 1 turn. Yeah. Yeah. You don't gain life. All right. You only gain life if it's a cave. All right, cool. Ugh. I needed it to be an untapped land. All right. So we lose this game. I mean, maybe they don't block. Nope, they found the block. All right, we're dead. All right, so 1 and 1 on the play. I like Night of Autumn, and I can remove one of these Drowner of Hopes. Let's get these Mind Benders in here. And let's do this. All right. On the play, let's see if we don't mull the 4. Oh, this is fantastic. Keep. This is almost perfect. Another black source is going to be the biggest issue. But turn 1 birds, turn 2 matter reshaper. If we draw a black source for the Mindbender, we'll be in great shape. They play a tap Cloud Post. Yeah, I think we just need to get a threat into play first. Let's all right, Glimmer Post is not great for us. Into Prism. That's almost a black source. It's playing Invasion, and we're looking for a Secluded Courtyard. That is exactly what we were looking for. We'll take one, play another one. And Reality Smasher. It's fantastic. All right, so are you exiled or discarded? Discarded. All right, that's not great. All right, so another Cloud Post, 4 mana, Oracle. Okay. Ratchet Bomb on top. That's fine. All right, so let's play a land. Attack for 3. Stop it. I keep hitting the wrong button. If I get slavered here, I'm gonna feel so bad. Misclick City. If I was just gonna pass the turn, I should have played Reality Smasher. But all right, so it's not a second Cloud Post. That's fine. They're probably going to play a Ratchet Bomb here, which is perfectly fine and reasonable. They have an Hour of Promise on top of their library, which is fine. It's perfect. All right. So let's try this again. Attack for 3. Put my opponent to 13. Mind bend them. Black. Black. Colorless. Colorless. Matter Shaper flips. Yeah, if you're gonna stroke here, what are we countering? Targeting the 5/5? Sure. Are you going to crab my ability to? Yup. Deal. Deal. That's perfectly fine and reasonable. Cast the Invasion of Ixalan, or, well, put it into play. Sure, there's one counter. Yeah. Land would be perfect. Sweet. All right. And one card in hand. Let's get a courtyard here. Name Eldrazi. Play a Sylvan Caryatid. Pass the turn. All right, and then once we get priority, all right, I'm going to F6 and go get some water. And I think we'll be okay. They can attack us with the Vine Stalk, or all right, so they oured, they played a Ruins, they have no cards in hand. They searched up a Cloud Post and a Glimmer Post. They have Hour of Promise on top of their library. Okay. So what's the play here? Smusher? Yeah. All of these cards do that. All of these cards do that. One. Let's commune with nature. Pick up a Venser. And if we can if we can start locking. All right. So my opponent has 1,000,000 mana, is going to have 1,000,000 mana. That's fine. They go up to 2 on the Ratchet Bomb. Second Academy Ruins doesn't do anything. Sad Robot on top, so they played a land drop for no reason. They're going to cast Hour of Promise. That's okay. And they get 2 Glimmer Posts. Okay. And they didn't hit a land, which is fine. Sure. I'm okay with this. All right. Uh, wow. Okay. Magic Online. God love Magic Online. All right. So if I right, uh, if I attack with the Vine Stalk, block with the Vine Stalk, and then I'm SOL. All right. I think we just attack with Smusher. If they want to block with Vinestock, they can. That takes them off a land, which is okay. But I want to hold up Venser. They have no cards in hand. We know the top of their library. So, Tangle. Okay. That's fine. Shigeki on top. That's also okay. All right. That's Anime. What do we got? All right. So I can possibly all of these cards lose here, but I think in order to win, I have to do this. Because this will take the Tangle out of my opponent's hand, which is fine. But more importantly, it's going to get a Eldrazi displacer. So we need to dodge for one turn, which I think we can. There's a slaver on top. So they're going to get back all of the things. Oh wait. Can we die here? So if they channel for one, give back Prism, that's 5 mana left, 3 mana left. Oh, they channel for all of the things. Okay. Sure. 2 Prism, 7. Yeah, right. GG's. So they were able to draw the Mind Slaver. Slaver's going to take my next turn, they can put it back with Academy Ruins. After every turn they take of mine, they get to recast Slaver and then just beat me down with crabs. So, yep, I just needed to dodge a turn. We did not, but that is actually going to be it for me today. Unfortunately, because of the downtime for Magic Online, we lost an hour of gameplay, which means I wasn't able to finish the league. We are um, technically 2-1. We're only 1-1 here. So, but that's going to be it for me today. If you missed any of today's stream, um, you can go ahead. I'm going to upload it on YouTube. You can find that in my link tree down below or on any of my socials. My link tree links to all of my socials. If you're seeing this on YouTube, this is just a taste of Penny Dreadful. We will be, I am live every Thursday playing more of this format at noon Eastern. You can find my Twitch in the description down below or in my link tree on my profile. Make sure you follow, subscribe where you can, hit the like button, comment, share, do all the good, fun, happy nonsense. I apologize for the audio issues and for the short stream. I will be back again live Tuesday at noon to finish up the Vintage Cube while it's still on Magic Online. And I will be back Thursday playing more Penny Dreadful right here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.